Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And PJ.
And we are coming to you today from beautiful Hawaii. Pete, this is Hilo, Hawaii that we're showing right here. It's not where actually, I think we're closer out on Oahu towards Honolulu. We are going to be at the Shaka Sports turf today, and it's beautiful out here, Pete. We're going to have our golf clubs out, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Heading over to Waikiki.
All right now, and with the Beewolves are getting ready to face yet another first place team. Pete, we just faced off against the first place team in the last game against the
we did.
excuse me, against the Moonstars. Let's talk about that, Pete. You want to talk about that?
Sure. I'd love to talk about it. I actually get paid to talk about it.
Once again, the Beewolves struggle with RBIs. Not hits, but RBIs as they stranded runners on multiple occasions. This first one after Franco hit a double and then reached third on an outfield fly ball. But with Franco on third and Bertha Banks on first after a walk, Swanson goes down swinging.
Yep.
Now,
Johnson Swanson.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
Now we had another great performance from the mound. And this time Beavis Ortiz shows his mettle and puts runner after runner away. I think he ended up with 7 strikeouts on the day, Pete. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah, he did, and I think he almost doubled his strikeout performance to date. So yeah, he was on fire. He wanted to show what he could do, and he did.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Beewolf pitching as of late, and it's good to see Ortiz coming to his own out there. But as I mentioned, when it came time to score, the Beewolves just couldn't seem to get the bats going at the right time. Here Torrens gets a great triple, and that was only to be stranded when Dexteras grounds out to end the side in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be able to get anything going until they had 2 outs.
It was so many times we saw it. And we saw solid fielding on defense, but this miss by LeBoink in right field put the Moonstars in a good position. It was a little bit scary at that point because it was still a 0-0 game, but luckily Ortiz answered, striking out 3 monster batters to close the inning. Again, but Ortiz was just on fire.
Yeah, and I think that did a lot to help the guys in the field because, like you say, when they would make a misplay, Ortiz could cover for them.
Yep. And then finally, the Moonstars end the scoring drought when Dale Nail jumps on this fastball up near his hands somehow, and takes it deep to left field and puts his team in front by 1. That's really all it took. The Beewolves came close to answering with the tying run at first base, but then LeBoink hits into a double play to leave them with 1 out left. And then in a situation, we got Poke Foster bringing in a pinch hit for Johnson Swanson, who wasn't doing all that great, and he strikes out on a bad pitch, like I mentioned before, Pete, and that's the game the Beewolves lose.
Yeah. Well, again, that might have been. We talk about tactics, and that double play in the 9th. If they would have called a hit and run, they could have got the second baseman cheating over towards second. That might have gotten through, or maybe she would have been able to beat out the throw to second, and they would have only gotten 1. So that's something to think about as you move forward. Maybe do a little bit more offensive strategy and thinking through things.
Agreed.
A little bit further.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree. You said it better than anybody ever could.
It's funny because there's a couple words there I was looking for and I just couldn't get them. I'm like,
choking on them, barfing words out.
Yeah. Offensive strategy. There it is. That's the word, strategy.
Well, we got 13 other games around the league to tell you about, but we're only going to give you the scores, Pete, on the flash. You want to start off with the Burners here from Hawaii who visited the Herbivores up there in Tacoma?
Sure. Burners and the Herbivores. Herbivores jump out to an early lead, and the Burners come back to win 5-4.
The Waterbills visit the Moose up there in Detroit, and it's close, but then the Bullets jump out 8-5 and win.
Philadelphia Freedom and the Freebooters jump out to a big lead, but they hold on to win 9-7.
The Whirlers go down to St. Louis, visit the Sirloins, and they win a big 9-1.
Moonstars and the Heaters. Heaters beat the Moonstars 6-0.
Freebooters go on the road to visit the Platypi. The Platypi win 4-3.
Sawteeth and the Jacks. The Sawteeth jump out to a lead and never look back and take it 8-5.
Burners from Hawaii go visit the Buzzards in Colorado, and they lose 4-1.
Outlaws and the Arctics. Outlaws take that one 1-0.
Crocs and Phoenix against the Sandcats. Sandcats win at 3-zip.
Wide Loads and the Gold Coats. The Wide Loads hold on to win 8-7 in a tight one.
Grapplers and Wild Pigs, all New York, and it's all Wild Pigs, 8-0.
The Moose and the Blowfish. Moose and Blowfish trading leads, but the Moose win 6-4.
So where that leads us standing on today, Pete, do you want to start the Pioneer Conference? Do you want me to? Because I know.
Sure. Over in the Pioneer Conference, the Pathfinder Division, the first place team, the Burners, have a half-game lead over the Philadelphia Freedom with a record of 7-4. The Freedom at 6-4. Like I said, are a half-game back.
After that big win, the Wild Pigs in New York are the dominant team of the league, Pete, right now, 10-1. They were tied for the worst record in the league last year, so that's a huge turnaround. They got a plus 23 differential. They're 4 games ahead of the Buzzards and the Platypi, are tied at 6-5 in the Uncharted division.
Yes, and in the Journey division, the Sandcats, with an 8-3 record, have a 2-game lead over the Freebooters, who are sitting at 6-5.
They are back here in the Explorer Conference, our conference, Pete. The Seafarers division, which, you know what, the Freebooters should be in the Seafarer division, shouldn't they? I mean,
they should.
Anyway,
they should.
The Jacks are leading that. The Houston Jacks, 7-4. They are a half game ahead of the Detroit Heaters, who are 6-4.
And are the only team that the Beewolves have beaten this year. In our own trade division, the Nemesis have a 6-4 record and hold a 1-game lead over both the Water Bullets and the Herbivores, who are sitting at 500 at 5-5. And of course, our very own Beewolves are at 1-9. They are 5 games out of first place, and they have a run differential of -43.
It's a race away from the bottom between us and the hot corners.
That's right, yeah.
Searching for that elusive second win. Here down to the Curiosity division, we got the Moonstars, who we just lost to last week. Pete, they are tied at first at 7-4 with the Warblers out of Colorado.
Yeah, that's a tight one there, because then you got the Wide Loads at 6-5, who are a game back, and the Sawteeth 5-6, who are only 2 games out. So the Curiosity division is going to be a tight one.
It's a mad scramble. Well,
certainly is.
Now that finally sets us up for today. Pete and I caught a game, saw the Nemesis host the Sawteeth the other day, and they took them, Pete. So they look good, and with their answer.
They look like a first place team. There's no doubt about that. We're going to have our hands full. But we got Frangipani, our favorite. Frangipani,
yes,
heading to getting on the mound there. So
yes, going from the beach to the locker room to the field, and
that's right.
She's gonna out there. She's got real good velocity. She's got good junk, and she's pretty accurate. She's playing really well. Like I said, she's locked in. She's 1-0. She's undefeated with a 3.0 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. So we're hoping to see big things from Francis.
Locked in, she is. Yeah. And the notable players, obviously, Alora Franco, the first baseman. Since coming to the game, team, I think, what was it, 4 games ago? Mm-hmm. She's hitting .438 on the season, no home runs, but she's got exceptional power, and any minute now she looks like she can go deep. She's got a great ability to connect, a great speed when she gets on the base pass, so she's been a big addition to this team and is helping kind of turn the ship around. Buster Biggs in left field, he's got good power. Almost great power, better than average ability to connect, and he's got some good speed on the base pass. He's hitting .256 with 2 home runs. And then Henley Dexter is the superstar shortstop. His numbers seem to be moving in the right direction, Tommy. Mm-hmm. They're moving in the right direction.
Agreed.
He's hitting .220 with no home runs, but he's still tense. He played, 8 games? Just horrible. So he's trying to play himself out of it. And in the last 2 games, I think he's moving again in the right direction.
Yeah, like I was saying too, he's the before the season started, the highest ranked non-pitching player in the whole league. So it's odd. You would normally be drooling over this guy, and he knows it. Look at his face, Pete.
Yeah, he's determined. He's got a determined look on his face. Tommy talked about going out there. The team went out to the Dextera's ranch there and had some team building, and it looks like it's been paying off, especially for him at the plate. He seems like hopefully we'll see him get rid of that tense moniker here in the next game or so.
Speaking of a serious face over there on the mound for the Nemesis, they're going to be starting Mark Habermouth today, a right-handed pitcher. Doesn't have a whole ton of velocity. He doesn't put a whole lot of movement on the ball. He's pretty good and accurate, and it's all he's needed thus far because he's 1-0 on the season with a 1.50 ERA, Pete, and a 1.08 WHIP.
This guy could be beaten. We should beat this guy like a drum. Like a drum. And then the notable players for the Nemesis, Jackie Slam in center field. She is both tense and juiced, which I'm not sure how you do that. But,
perfect physical condition, but just a bundle of nerves.
Yeah. But she's got excellent power, excellent connectivity. I mean, she's just ripping the cover off the ball. She's got great speed on the base pass. She's hitting 308 on the season with no home runs. Shaka Sports, their shortstop, he's got great power and he can connect. About average speed though, and he's hitting 359 with 4 home runs. And then Moonstars at third base, he is locked in. He's got great power. Better than average ability to connect, but he's got no speed when he gets down the base. So he's hitting 325 and 4 home runs, and I think he's also a league leader in home runs, as well as a couple of other of the Nemesises. Yeah. The Nemesis.
Well, I'm looking at this. A few things jump out to me before we jump to the starting thing. That I can't believe these guys are 6-4. You look what they are: the power and the contact, and then the defense. They should be dominant, and their batting averages are, look at those. The 3 notable players are all above 300. Right. We're looking at 8 home runs between the 2 of those guys, Sports and Moonshada, and it's we're gonna need great pitching again from Japani today.
Yeah. Again, she's going to be charged with the task of trying to keep the ball in the park, and I think if she can do that, that gives the Beewolves a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
The Nemesis have no speed on the base pass, though, so there's not a big threat for stealing. And then they suffer in pitching. So if you can make these guys, have to throw a lot of pitches, the odds swing in our favor demonstrably.
Well, now we're looking at the lineup, Pete, and there may be some opportunity to switch things. I know we want to stick with the core for a little bit, but we got Torrance at second base, looking good as usual. I mean, you got Freddie Knox, who's always ready to come in and play. I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking at the 2 of them. They're pretty similar in their ability. You want to leave Torrance in and.
Well, yeah, she's one of the only players we have that's hitting over 300.
Okay. Dexter is at shortstop. He's still tense, but like you said, he's breaking out of that. Buster Biggs in left field. He's doing all right in left field. His sub would be Benny Balmer, but Balmer doesn't have quite the hitting ability. He's a better fielder, but he doesn't have the hitting ability as Buster Biggs. So I think we're sticking with Biggs, right?
Yeah, and Biggs, I believe, has 2 home runs on the season. Balmer has 1, though.
Yeah.
But at 2 home runs, he and who's the other one that the right fielder?
LeBoink?
Yeah, I think he and LeBoink lead the team in home runs with 2 each. So I don't know.
Well, that brings it up here. Then Franco in first base. I think we'll leave her there. She's solid. LeBoink is tense now in right field. He had a bad game in that last outing. If we were to sub, Poke Foster would come in, who's a better contact hitter.
And Tommy's favorite.
I'm a fan of the Poke man, but what do you think? They will leave.
Yeah, let's give Poke a chance. I mean, if he's tense, let's give Poke a chance.
All right, we'll bring Poke in. We'll give a day off to LeBoink. He can get some work on his tan there. Got Magic Moore in center field. He's got no direct backup, although he can have it. He's doing right. He's locked in.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot better the last two games.
Bertha Banks at third base. He'll stay in there. And then you got now Johnson Swanson catching. He's He's not 100% physical. So we could go with Steve Monstour, or we could stick with Swanson and see how he does. And
You tell me he's not 100% though, huh?
He's catchers. We seem to have this issue with catchers. Maybe crouching back behind the plate, it takes a little bit of wear on him.
Let's play Johnson Swanson in this game, and because we got another one here in Honolulu.
Yeah, and then we'll give Monstour that.
Right. We can give that to Monster.
I like the sound of that. And then again, you got Frangipani on the mound, one of our favorites. Both she's locked in and fit. She's got real good velocity, good junk, and fine accuracy. She throws that 4-finger, 2-finger curveball, slider, and the changeup. So she's fresh from the last 3 games. Pete, it looks like they're going to throw us down to this beautiful field.
Alrighty.
You ready to play ball?
Let's get a look. Let's get a look at the Nemesis. I am. I'm getting ready. I'm excited here. I'm hoping we can come away with a win here and start the wind blowing in the right direction for once.
Boy, do I feel relaxed. I got to wake myself up here. Just got off
Nemesis.
The massage table. What do you know about the Nemesis, Pete?
They got Javi Yetter in right field, Jock Slam in center field, Shaka Sports in shortstop, Hitoman shot at third base, Mash Taters at first, Staples catching, Pickleford in left field, Leather at second base, and Harbormouth pitching. They got a lot of Jacques there. I was just going to run through Jacques, Moonshada, Jacques, just capacity crowd here at Shaka Sports Turf. On the top of the first inning, Torrens, Dexteras, and Biggs. Gina Torrens hitting .333 on the season, no home runs and an RBI. She's playing second base for the.
She plays well. Takes her first pitch on the outside corner of the strike, 0-1. Second pitch, she gets great contact on it, gets past into center field, a grounder. Jackie Slam picks it up, throws it to second. Nice single there from Torrens to start off this game.
Yes, sir. Way to go here. Hanley Dexteras is tense. He's hitting .220 on the season. Takes the first pitch inside. Ooh, that's fouled off along the first baseline. 1-1. There's the shot into center field, and Dexteras is going to come up with a single. So the first 2 batters reach safely.
All right, let's get that offense going and get out and head here quick, Pete. Buster Biggs comes up. He's hitting .256 on the season. Good power, good contact for Biggs. So he's nice and calm. Breaks that bat on a foul ball. Pulls it right down the right side. 0-1 to count. Second pitch fouls it off the left side. Now if he get that timing in the middle and make sure he doesn't swing at a junk pitch. He hits that one, a flubber to second base. They're going to get 1 and 2 double play, Pete.
Double play. Gina Torrens in third. Laura Franco hitting .438 on the season. 2 outs, top of the first. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Allen's outside 2. Ball 2. 2-0. Ball 3. Looks like they're going to walk a Laura Franco here on 4 pitches. Allen's inside. Ball 4. Laura Franco reaches on 4 pitches.
Good pitch. All right. Poke Foster coming in here. All right, Poke. Get a chance to start today. Good for Poke. Got his glasses on there. See the ball well. First pitch takes forever outside. Ball 1. We got 4 balls here by Harbormouth. That one's in there. Poke pushes it right down the right side foul. 1-1 to count. I'm sorry. 1 out. He pops that one up in the right field. That's going to end it, Pete.
Dang.
3 down.
Yep. All right, well, we got some hits. We got a walk. Javi Yetter, Jackie Slam, and Jock Sports coming up against, going to face Frangipani in the bottom of the first. The Beewolves with 2 hits in that the top of the first inning.
And threatening, too.
Yeah, they were. We can, like I say, we can hit Harbormouth. Javi Yetter, the right fielder, hitting .244. He's got 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. He's a fan of the outside pitch. Pani goes right at him with the outside fastball for a strike. Strike 1.
Ball outside.
Allen's outside. Ball 1. 1-1. Alrighty, here she delivers. Ooh, check swing called strike. 1-2. Yatter is in the hole. He's behind. 1-2. That's in there for called third strike. Yatter goes down. Down. Jackie Slam, the center fielder. She's juiced and tensed. Hitting .308 on the season with 3 RBIs. There's a swing and a smash. Foul ball along the third baseline. 0-1. Chupani delivers. That's fouled off along the third baseline. And Slam is in the hole. 0-2. She's known around the league as a tough out. That's popped up into foul territory, out of play. 0-2. We'll re-rack it and do it again. That's a little outside. Ball 1. 1-2. 1 out. No score in the bottom of the first. That one's popped up behind home plate and out of play. Monstars, Swanson is unable to get there. 1-2. That one's low. 2-2. Slam is making Japani throw a lot of pitches here. Again, she's known as a tough out. She hits a clean single in the center field just out of the reach of a diving Hanley Dexteris. Shaka Sports hitting .359 with 4 home runs and 7 RBIs. Japani's up to 11 pitches. Swing and a miss. Shaka Sports out in front of that one. 0-1. Quick throw over to first base. The runner's able to get back safely. 0-1, 1 out. Here's a shot in the center field. It's going way back. And
off
it's
the
caught.
off
The wall. All right, so a double for Shaka Sports. Deep to straightaway center field. Hito Moonshada, he's hitting .325 with 4 home runs and 7 RBIs as well. 1 out, runners at second and third. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's high. Ball 1. 1-1. Moonshada's locked in. And he likes the high pitch. That's a shot into the gap in left center field. Picks up the ball and gets it home. But 2 runs are going to score on Moonshada's double. Mashed Taters hitting .268 with 4 home runs and 7 RBIs. Everybody on this team has 4 home runs.
Jeez, yeah.
It's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's over to Bertha Banks, who picks it out of the air for the second out. Stacy Staples, the catcher, hit .464, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. On the season, a runner at second. Moonshada does not have a lot of speed at second. Not a threat to steal. That was a ball. Fouled off along the third baseline, out of play. 1-1. 2 outs. Nemesis with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. And there's a shot to Bertha Banks. Makes the pickup and the long throw to first to retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits gives the Nemesis the lead, 2-0. Coming up in the top of the second, Magic Moore, Bertha Banks, and Johnson Swanson. Harbormouth threw 15 pitches. He gave up a walk and 2 hits in that first inning of work. Magic Moore, center fielder. He's locked in, hitting .217 on the season. He's got a home run and 2 RBIs. Ooh, he's out in front on that one and fouls it off along the first baseline. 0-1. That one's inside, 1-1. There's a smash to the shortstop, picks it up and makes the throw to Taters at first to retire Magic Moore.
Bertha Banks comes in hitting only .188 in this season at third base. We may have to think about Bertha Banks. Standing in their left-hand batter's box, hits the first pitch right to Harbormouth and 2 down.
Yep. Okay. Johnson Swanson, the catcher, he's hitting .136 on the season with a home run and an RBI. Again, we got some work here offensively. Swing and a miss. Johnson Swanson way out in front of that one. Allen's inside. The count is 1-1 with 2 outs. Allen's inside as well, 2-1. That's a shot to the second baseman, and it's 1-2-3. And we're out of the inning. Coming up in the bottom of the second, Brian Pickleford, Flash Leather, and Mark Harbormouth, the pitcher. Japani threw 21 pitches in that first inning. He got a strikeout and gave up 3 hits.
21 pitches in 1 inning. Brian Pickleford comes in. He's got good contact against right-handers. He's hitting .286 in the season, but he's looking a little bit tense standing in that right-hand batter's box, gripping the bat a little bit tight. Japani lets number 22 right in there, slider. 0-1 the count. Low-pressure situation. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Nemesis. The second one goes on the outside corner, no swing, strike 2. Let's see what she does there. Just misses inside on that 2-finger. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. I'm switching something else here. Japani looking for the signal from Swanson. Gets it, winds up, delivers. Curveball. Ooh, just misses inside. Just misses hitting him inside. Hitting Pickleford. 2-2. Third one strikeout. That's Japani's second strikeout of the game. 1 down.
Right.
Watch how they're coming up. Not a ton of power, no contact. It looks like the Nemesis have a heavy front load on their hitting. Japani throwing one in there. Changeup makes it in. Strike one. 0-1 the count with one out. That one's popped up on the right side. It's going to drift foul. 0-2 the count. Quickly ahead of her. And the infield is going to not do anything. Pitch outside there. Okay, so the infield's going to go to the guard the lines for Flash Leather. He's got no average on this season. I think it's his first game. Check swing and a strikeout. Another one. It's a third one. 2 down. Mark Harbermouth, not a good contact hitter, but a great power hitter, Pete. He's hitting 200, so she's got to put movement on Harbermouth. First pitch inside there. The outfield's going to play back on Harbermouth. He'll play deep. 1-0 the count. That one's inside, misses again, ball 2. And Japani's getting ready to throw a 33rd pitch right there. Curveball in there for a strike, or the slider. 2-1 with 2 outs, bottom of the second. Japani winds up swinging a miss on the changeup inside. Strike 2, 2 apiece with 2 outs. She needs one more. Can she make him chase it? Curveball outside. That's going to go to Bertha Banks. She's going to pick it up. Long throw to first, 3 down.
All right. We'll take that. Top of the third. Frangipani's first at bat. Gina Torrance 1 for 1. Haley Dexter's 1 for 1 against Harbermouth, who's thrown 23 pitches, giving up a walk and 2 hits. Let's get something going here, Beewolves. Come on.
Now batting the pitcher,
Frangipani hitting 400 on the season with an RBI. She's locked in.
She's a good contact hitting pitcher, Pete. That's one of the reasons we like her. Watches the first pitch coming there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Second pitch inside corner, strike 2. Quickly 2 down. That one she has to hit, and it goes just past second base into center field. That's a good single by Frangipani. Pete, she can pitch and hit.
Yes, she can. She made him throw some pitches, too, there, which is good. Gina Torrance, 1 for 1 with a single, hitting 350 with an RBI. Japani does not have a lot of speed over at first, not a threat to steal. Allen's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's in for a called second strike. Strike 2. Torrance behind. Allen's inside. Ball 1. 1-2.
Double play.
That's the shot.
No.
And they are able to get Japani at second, but Torrance was safe at first. She beat out the throw. So 1 out with Torrance at first.
Good speed there. Dexteris is 1 for 1 with a single. There goes Japani running for second. The hit and run. He's going to hit that to second base. They're going to throw him out at first, but we got Japani in scoring position at second. Not Japani, Torrance.
Sorry about that, Dexteris. Buster Biggs, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1 in the day. Torrance at second base with 2 outs. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-0. It's in there for a called second, first strike. 1-1.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Caught stealing third, Pete. 3 down.
Caught stealing third. Javi Yetter, Jackie Slam, and Jock Sports coming up in the bottom of the third. Frangipani's thrown 35 pitches with 3 strikeouts and 3 hits. Let's get some offense here.
We'll get some defense.
Both teams with 3 hits. Nemesis, unfortunately, able to bring in 2. Javi Yetter hits a ground ball to Dexteris, picks it up, makes the double pump, and makes the throw to Franco to retire Yetter. 1 out. Jackie Slam, she's neutral and juiced. She's hitting 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Jackie Slam. There's a shot into center field. Magic Moore's on it. Makes the bad throw. But Japani's there to back it up. Jackie Slam. Jock Sports, 1 for 1 with a double. 1 out. Jackie Slam at first. She's got some speed.
Oh, she's going.
Ooh. Johnson Swanson mishandled the ball, and Jackie Slam was able to take second. Quick pickoff move, and she was able to get back. 1 ball, no strikes to Jock Sports with Jackie Slam standing at second. That one's outside. 2-0. Allen's outside. 3-0 to Jock Sports. Japani's in the hole. 3-0. There's a shot down the third baseline. Foul. 3-1. Japani steps off the rubber and forces slam. They have to get back to second. Shaka Sports waits, takes that pitch for a called second strike. Full count, 3-2, 1 out. Fouled off, out of play. Well, re-rec it, do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jackie Slam at second. There's another foul pitch. 3-2. That's in there for a called third strike. 2 outs.
Now batting.
Hito Moonshot 1 for 1 with a double and 2 RBIs. He's hitting .341 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. Japani's up to 45 pitches in the bottom of the third. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike 1 against Moonshot. Japani delivers. That one's popped up along the out of play. Foul out of play along the first base line. 0-2, Moonshot is behind in the count. And Japani gets him looking for a called third strike. Coming up in the top of the fourth, Buster Biggs, Alora Franco, and Poke Foster. Habermouth's up at 35 pitches with 1 walk and 3 hits. Beewolves with 3 hits, the Nemesis with 4, and the Nemesis holding on to a 2-0 lead.
Buster Biggs over. Oh.
Buster Biggs 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch. That's a call. That's a ball. That's a shot straight up the middle in the center field for a clean single for Buster Biggs.
All right, let's turn this into something, maybe.
Let's do that.
Laura Franco
Laura
comes up.
Franco.
Looking great. She had a walk earlier. Great power. She's hitting .438 in the season. That's pretty darn good, Pete. Takes the first pitch. Smashes it high to center field. He's going to have to come back. That's going to be caught by Jackie Slam.
Thought I had that one.
Now batting.
Poke Foster 0 for 1, hitting .182 on the season. Runner at first.
No, that's low.
Poke Foster takes the first pitch. Ball 1-0. That one's a shot to the second baseman. Picks it up, makes the throw to shortstop and over to first for the double play. 1-2-3. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth, Mashed Taters, Stacy Staples, and Brian Pickleford. Japani's up to 48 pitches with 5 strikeouts and giving up 4 hits. Again, Nemesis holding on that 2-0 lead.
Mashed
Taters 0 for 1. Real good power. Good enough contact. Japani's got good stamina left still, closing in on 50 pitches. Throws 49 there. Slider inside corner, strike 1, 0-1 the count. Bottom of the fourth inning, still 2-0 Nemesis. Change up the outside corner, strike. 2 in there. Chewing his gum. Smashed Taters. Looking for a good pitch here.
Oh.
Maybe she'll get him chasing garbage. Ooh, that was garbage, but he wasn't chasing it. 1-2 the count to Taters. That one's high.
Oh, no.
Gets back there. Magic Moore. Oh, couldn't quite grab it. He's rounding second base. He took a jump and didn't quite make it. Torrens holds him up there. It's a double. Should have played deep on him, Pete. Stacy Staples 0 for 1 on the day, but no outs in the bottom of the fourth. Pops that changeup inside corner. Dexter's is coming back for it, waving everybody off. Gets that out, tosses to Torrens, and he's safe at second. 1 down. Brian Pickleford's 0 for 1 on the day. He's got good contact against right-handers. So, plays at first base. First pitch outside, slider misses. 1-0 the count. Second one, changeup, it makes it right in there, 1 apiece. 1-1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Great day for baseball. Changeup in there again, strike 2, 1-2 the count. Closing in on 57 pitch. Oh, that one gets away. And they're going to throw to third just to make sure she's there. She holds up as that pitch got away from the catcher, Swanson. 2 apiece. Curveball hits it right back to the mound. Oh, no. Oh, no. They get him at first base. They threw to second first, Pete. And and poorly threw it to first, but luckily got him. Oh, Flash Leather 0 for 1 on the day. He's a utility hitter. Hits well against other right-handers. Takes the first pitch outside the 2-finger. 1-0 the count. Second one, check swing high. 1 apiece. 2 down. They need 1 more. JJ makes it in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count. See if she gets him chasing garbage. Throwing her 62nd pitch right there. Broke the bat, popped it up. Swanson's back to get it near the dugout, and he'll go walk right in, Pete. 3 down.
That's okay. We'll take that. Magic Moore, Bertha Banks, and Johnson Swanson. This part of the lineup is all over. We need to really get on Harbormouth here. He's only thrown 40 pitches in 5 innings. He's given up a walk and 4 hits. We got to get to this guy. We got to get to him. Magic Moore's 0 for 1, hitting 208 with a home run and 2 RBIs.
Got contact against left-handers, but he's a right-hander. He's 0 for 1, takes first pitch under a strike. He's a better power hitter than a contact hitter. Hits that one hard to left field, and it's gonna it just foul, Pete, just foul. 0-2 the count. Swings at that one, pops it up into right center field, ranging back, waving him off as a center fielder, Jackie Slam. 1 down.
That was a defensive swing by Magic Moore. Bertha Banks 0 for 1, hitting 176. Yeah, he gave Moore gave that one a good ride if it would have landed in. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1.
Ball outside.
Outside. Ball 1. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Bertha Banks.
Oh.
That's back to the pitcher, Harbormouth, who picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire Banks.
Boy, Pete, we need something here. But Johnson Twanson comes up, and he's tense. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And Harbormouth throwing his 48th pitch. Smashes it down the right side, but just foul again. 0-1 the count. Inside corner, strike 2, and he's got 1 more to go. And there it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
I don't believe
He's
it.
rattled off that second call.
Mark Harbormouth 0 for 1. Javi Yetter 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Jackie Slam is 2 for 2. Japani's up to 62 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits. Again, Nemesis with that 2-0 lead, and not out of it's not out of reach, but boy, it does seem insurmountable, doesn't it? Harbormouth is pitching.
Jump.
There's a shot.
She didn't dive.
I hit the button. And it didn't do nothing.
It goes in right field, and it's a single.
Laura
Franco, yeah, that one just seemed to roll past her. She should have dove for it, but Javi Yetter hitting 233. He likes the outside pitch. That one's fouled off. 0-1. Runner at first. Harbormouth has no speed, so he's not a threat to steal. That one's fouled off. 0-2. Yetter's in the hole. 0-2. That one's in there for a called 3rd strike, and Yetter's going to have a seat. 1 out. Harbormouth standing at first. Jackie Slam is juiced. She's no longer tense, just juiced. She's 2 for 2 on the day.
Go inside.
That one was inside. Ball 1. 1-0.
Outside.
That one's outside. 1-1. 2-0. Low with that one. 3-0. Jackie Slam, hitter's pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 3-1. That's popped up. Just out of range there. We'll do it again. 3-2.
That's ball 4.
That one's low. Ball 4. You got men at first and second with 1 out.
Shortstop. Jock Sports.
Jock Sports 1 for 2 with a double in 366. 1 out. Jackie Slam has
It hit the right field. Poke Foster misses it. We're going to get 2 runs coming in back to back. And it's now 4-0.
4-0. Nemesis. Okay, Jock Sports standing at second base, still 1 out. Hito Moonshata hitting 333 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. Japani's up to 73 pitches. She's going to have a seat for Dusty Winder. Dusty Winder comes in with a 2.7 ERA and a 1.3 whip. He's got 13 strikeouts on the season. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Dusty Winder inherits a base runner. Shaka Sports standing at second. Hit to Moonshot. It takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. That one's hit along the foul line, just foul. The right fielder was unable to get over there fast enough. But 0-2 to Moonshot. Winder steps off the rubber and Sports has to get back to second. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That's Winder's first strikeout. Hito Moonshot goes down and strikes. Mash Taters, the first baseman. He's 1 for 2 with a double. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Nemesis up 4-0. That's in there for a called strike. Taters takes the first one. Contented to watch that go by. That's down, as the ump said. 1-1. There's a shot to Delora Franco. She's going to pick it up and run it herself for the 3rd out. But the Nemesis pick up 2 more, Tommy. Dusty Winder, his first at bat. Gina Torrens and Hanley Dexteras, both 1 for 2. Harbormouth's thrown 50 pitches as we enter the 6th inning. He's got 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and given up 4 hits.
Dusty Winder.
Winder's hitting 500 on the season with an RBI.
Not bad for a pitcher.
No, sir. Harbormouth delivers. That's a shot to Taters at first base. He runs it himself. Winder is out.
Good contact, but didn't go anywhere. As usual, Gina Torrens 1 for 2 with a single, hitting 341. She's looking tense. She's a good contact hitter, though. Smashes that first one in. It's going to be a line drive to Jackie Slam. 2 down and 2 pitches. Pete, I don't know what to do.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either. 2 outs. Hanley Dexteras. Come on, Hanley. He's hitting 233 on the season. There's a ground ball to Taters and makes the flip to Harbormouth for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3. Once again, the Beewolves are starting to look like the Beewolves of old again. Stacy Staples, Brian Pickleford, and Flash Leather all 0 for the day. Winder's thrown 6 pitches. He's got a strikeout.
Now batting, the catcher, Stacy Staples.
Well, the Nemesis didn't look this good against the Sawteeth, Pete. Staples comes in there hitting .433 on the season with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. She goes for home run number 3. It's not going to happen. Magic Moore waved him off in center field. Fly ball. 1 down.
Now batting, the left.
Brian Pickleford comes up 0 for 2 with good contact against right-handers, of which Winder is one. Gets a signal for his 8th pitch. Winds up. Delivers. Just misses inside. Ball 1 apiece. So that's a strike and outside corner. I'm sorry, now 1 apiece. And Pickleford's looking a little bit tense there after that one. Ready to throw his 10th pitch. Winder right now. Well, that one drifts up high. Ball 2. 2-1 account. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Nobody on. That one is hit to Dexteras, who jumps, and as usual, Pete, can't handle the ball. Knocks it down, and the runner gets to first.
Second baseman, Flash Leather.
That's another 0 for 2 with 1 out, hoping hitting that double play. First pitch in there for a curve, strike 1 on 1 the count. That one's hit foul, 0-2. High, going foul. Foster's not going to be able to get there. Still 0-2 to Leather. 15th pitch coming up here. That popped up to Torrens. He's going to grab it at second base and hold the runner at first. 2 down. We had first or second to Harbormouth. Who's locked in 1 for 2 with a single. A real solid power pitching hitter. And the outfield should play him back, but they're not on the first pitch, ball 1. Now the outfield's going to go back and play deep. Inside corner, strike 1. The infield is going to play guarding the lines. Curveball makes it outside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Nemesis. Inside corner, swing and a miss on that changeup, strike 3. Pete, we're done.
Yes, sir. Buster Biggs 1 for 2 on the day. Laura Franco 0 for 1 with a walk. And Pope Foster 0 for 2. Harbormouth's thrown 54 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and 4 hits. Nemesis with 8 hits. Beewolves with 4. And, of course, that 4-0 lead the Nemesis are holding on to. Biggs, the left fielder, is 1 for 2 with a single.
Looking good, hitting 2. He's got 2 home runs. Maybe we'll get 3. Smacks
Oh,
it
Pete.
straight up in the air. And that's Harbormouth's going to get that. So playing catch there, Pete.
Now batting.
Yeah,
the first
that's
baseman,
you're going to swing at stuff like
number
that. That's what's
82.
going to happen. Alora Franco is hitting .412, the first baseman.
Ball, that's inside.
Takes the first pitch. That's inside. Ball 1-0. There's a smash to deep right center. And she's on her horse. She's going all the way to third. She's not going to stop at second. She's going all the way, baby.
Oh,
She's
nice.
in there with a triple.
Batting.
Nice.
Alora Franco.
Trippo. Now, Pork Foster comes up. He's 0 for 2 on the day, but he just needs a single, Pete. There's only one out. Got to bring in Franco, don't they? He smashes it to center field. It's going. Oh,
Run.
she's not going to make it. She's not going to make it. Oh, double play. I hit the wrong button, Pete. I hit the wrong button. I held her up at third.
Javi Yatter, Jackie Slam, and Jock Sports coming up. Jackie Yatter's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Slam 2 for 2 with a walk, and Sports 2 for 3 with a double and a strikeout.
Can't believe that. Can't
Javi
outfield
Yatter.
single, and she didn't run.
Likes the outside pitch, Yatter.
Bet
I
you.
was thinking of a sacrifice bunt there.
Yeah.
You know, trying to see if I could get her around on the bunt. Dexteris is out, makes the catch. Yatter jumped on the first pitch, so that's 1 out. Jackie Slam's a center fielder. She's 2 for 2. She's killing us. 2 singles and a walk, hitting .341 with no home runs and 3 RBIs. Jackie Slam has been a tough out today. That's in there for a cold strike. Winder goes right at her with the first one.
That's outside.
That one's outside, 1-1.
Deep right.
That's in there for a called second strike. She's a tough out, though. 1
She
ball,
sure is.
2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. That one's fouled off into the dugout. We'll re-rack it and do it again. 1-2. That's popped up. And Henley Dexteres is... Oh.
I'll have to say hi to Buster Biggs.
Out there trying to get in the way of Buster Biggs. Jock Sports 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Which is weird, though. Why wouldn't they give me Buster Biggs? Why did they make me have to try and run Dexteris all the way out there?
I don't
It
know.
just seems weird. Yeah. That's in there for a called second strike. Winder, not wasting time against Jock Sports. 0-2 with 2 outs. That's popped up on the infield, and Johnson Swanson's calling everybody off. The catcher, he steps out 1 step in front of home plate, and that's 3 up, 3 down for the Nemesis. Magic Moore, Bertha Banks, and Johnson Swanson all 0 for the day. Going to face Harbormouth, who's only throwing 58 pitches going into the 8th inning. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 5 hits. Again, we're making it way too easy for these guys. Their starting rotation stinks, and when this guy's going to get another complete game on us. If we don't start chasing these guys out of the game earlier on, it's just... There's a smash hit to first baseman. Oh, and Harbormouth is just able to beat him to first base.
Takes it down. Bertha Banks 0 for 2 on the day, looking at 0 for 3. Hitting 167 of the season, takes the first pitch in there. Of course, it's a strike. 0-1 to count with 1 out. Second pitch right in there. Oh, ball. Called ball. Hold out. Ball 1 apiece. That one's up by her face, but she swings anyway, and it goes to left field, and underneath it's Pickleford. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Johnson Swanson, the catcher, he's 0 for 2, hitting 125 on the season. Yeah, I think he's... I don't know.
Steve Monstour.
Steve Monstour, the backup catcher, he's going to come in. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. He's got better than average contact. He suffers, power. He's got a little bit less than average ability to make contact, and he's got about average speed on the base pass. So let's see what he can do. Come on, Monstour. Put it in play, buddy. Jumps on that first pitch, fouls it off along the first baseline. 0-1.
Inside.
That one's inside. 1-1.
Deep right.
That's on the outside corner for 1-2. That's popped up to the shortstop. Jock Sports, who reaches out, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Hito Moonshot, 1 for 3 with a double and 2 strikeouts. Mash Taters, 1 for 3 with a double. Stacy Staples, 0 for 3. Winder's thrown 28 pitches, got 2 strikeouts, and given up 1 hit.
Now
Winder's
And
looking
again,
good out there.
third baseman.
So far, sure.
Shut up.
Moonshada now at center, now catching behind the plate there, Monstour, you could tell. Moonshada is, I forgot what he was. He's 320. He's got 4 home runs. That's all you need to know. Outside corner strike, 0-1 the count. The second pitch, curveball, pops that one up. Gina Torrance comes back just slightly. She's got it. Right center field, out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Nash Taters 1 for 3 with a double, and the outfield's going to go right there. The outfield's going to go back deep on him. Dusty Winder looking at his 31st pitch right there. Smashed back to Buster Biggs. He's back for it. Out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher.
Stacy Staples. 0 for 3, but 419 on the season. So it's a little bit odd that she's hitting so poorly, Pete. First pitch in there, lines it left, foul. 0-1 the count. Second pitch high, strike 2. Infield's going to play halfway. Curveball, that goes back to Buster Biggs in left field. He's underneath. It's going to be easy for him. 3 down.
All right. 9th inning, this is where it counts. Dusty Winder 0 for 1. Gina Torrance 1 for 3. And Hanley Dexteris 1 for 3. Harbormouth's thrown 67 pitches. Got a strikeout, a walk, and given up 5 hits. Nemesis with a 4-0 lead.
We're going to need a pinch here for Winder, right?
Yeah. Who's hitting? So
You.
is it me? Okay, then I'm going to go. I'm going to substitute for. Who am I going to substitute for?
I like Johnny Knox, or no, is it Johnny Knox or Freddie Knox? But
Freddie
you
Knox.
pick who you like.
Benjamin engine cleaner. Type it in.
Harbormouth is locked in and fit.
Batting, Freddie Knox.
Sorry, Freddie Knox. Freddie Knox,
Yeah,
good
we make him.
contact tender with a lot of speed. So let's see what he can do here. Harbormouth throwing his 68th pitch. Way low. Ball 1-1 count. Good patience there by Knox. Second one, he pulls hard foul. 1-1 count. 1 apiece. Top of the 9th inning. That one's inside corner strike 2.
Come on.
Get in there, Knox. There he smacks one right to the glove of Sports. You know,
Now batting, the second
right in everybody's
Gina
glove.
Torrance.
Gina Torrance.
Gina Torrance 1 for 3 with a single. Hitting 333 on the season.
Maybe we go with Ruby Green here. No, she's out of position. Never mind.
It's okay. It's the 9th inning. If we don't score 4 runs, it's over. So
Oh, what am I doing?
swing and a miss. 0-1. That's in there for a called second strike. Harbormouth still looking fresh as a daisy. That one's high. 1-2. There's a shot to the shortstop Sports, who picks it up, makes the throw to Taters at first for the second out.
The shortstop.
And here it is,
Hanley
folks.
Dexteris.
All on Hanley Dex, the tense Hanley Dexteris.
There's 1 for 3 on the day. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Of course, it's right in there by Harbormouth. Hoping to get out of this with under 80 pitches. Swing hard left, and he's looking at it here. He's going to throw a 78, but Dexteris is a tough out, you know. Late swing on that one, pushes that foul. Still 0-2 with 2 outs. Up near his face, and he pops it into the glove of Harbormouth for 3 outs. That's it, Pete. Bad loss. Ugly.
This just sucks.
Terrible offense. Japani starting out there looking all right. Just got the long ball. They just beat up. 8 runs, or 8 hits to 5 hits. You know, 8 hits, you wouldn't think they'd score 4 runs on 8 hits. But they did. You'd think we'd get a run.
Nobody hit a home run. I mean,
Yeah.
the ball never left the park.
Yeah.
It was a double, a 2-run double. I think was the other one a 2-run double too.
Yeah, I think we had a couple doubles there.
I mean, just
Torrens 1 for 4 on the day. Dexteris 1 for 4. A lot of look at that. Foster 0 for 3. Moore 0 for 3. Banks 0 for 3. Swanson
complete
never hit the
opposite
thing.
of what we saw in the last game.
Yeah.
I
Japani
mean,
was
it's just
1 for 1. Back over on the other side for the Nemesis. Yeah, you got Yatters 0 for 4, but then you got Slams 2 for 3. Sports 2 for 4.
she killed us.
Yeah.
And then Sports and Moonshada, they got the 2 RBIs. So
Yeah.
you know,
Pitching, Japani gets the loss, throws 4.1 innings, gets 7 hits off her, 4 earned runs, throws a walk and 6 strikeouts. She got 6 Ks. Her ERA climbs to 4.41. She's 1-1 on the season. Dusty Winder comes in, throws 2.2. Looks pretty darn good. Only gets 1 hit off him. Throws 2 Ks, and his ERA sits at 1.98.
Yep, and then over there for the Nemesis, Harbormouth with the win. He goes 9 innings. This is got to be at least the third or fourth game where the starting pitch they haven't had to use relief pitching against us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it right there. I think that's the crux of it. We're just not getting to the pitchers.
But the thing is, they'll throw 3 strikes in a row. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like you get 2 strikes and then he throws it right in there, but then we hit the ball straight to somebody. It's always straight to somebody. It's like batting practice. It's like fielding practice. Like we're trying to play grounders to them. Here, hit a nice popper. You get a chance out there in center field. You want one third baseman? Here it comes, right down the line to you.
Yeah.
Just scoop that up
Harbormouth pitches 9 innings, gave up 5 hits, no earned runs, none. Had 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He leaves with an ERA of .86, and he sucks. I mean, he's none of his attributes are even halfway. They don't even rise to halfway. Yeah, and he's 2-0. And he's got an ERA of .86. That just doesn't make any sense.
Well, those players in the game, Pete, that's your boy.
Harbormouth. C+ Harbormouth. We made him look like an A. We made him look like a superstar. Went 9 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout.
Shaka Sports, I saw his name a lot out there. The Stars shortstop, the A+ shortstop for the Nemesis. He caught a lot of line drives straight to him. Of course, that's how he hit the ball straight to him. He was 2 for 4 on the day with 2 doubles, Pete. 2 RBIs. So and that run himself.
Yep, and then rounding it out, at least there's a Beewolf made it. Our relief pitcher, who's coming on strong here, Dusty Winder. He went 3 2/3 innings, gave up a hit and 2 strikeouts. Tommy G with 51%. He got 3 hits and 5 strikeouts. I got 2 hits and 3 strikeouts, and only contributed 49%.
Well,
wow, I don't know what to say, man. This is brutal. I mean, we're 1 in 10.
Post game show, still right back there at the where we were old familiar territory.
Yeah.
Just crikey, Mikey.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, all these games are before our next game, but it's wow. Well, jeez.
Just not good.
Season standings, there we are at the bottom, 1 in 10. Gotta hope the Hot Corners lose their next game, otherwise. But negative 47 run differential. This is the worst team we've ever been involved with. By far.
It is.
But I still don't know if it's them or us. I don't know.
Eliza Peck has lowered her asking price.
Hey, there you go. See, things are looking up already.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if it's the game or if it's us. I mean, we were able to get to level 50 on the old one.
Yeah. And
we've dropped it to level 40, and we still just don't seem to be able to hit, which I don't understand.
Yeah, we're putting that reticle right on the ball too.
Yeah,
it's like the game's decided these guys are just going to be pathetic. But I don't know. We had a good game against the Moonstars. We can't bring anybody in. We'll get somebody on base, and then we'll do. Horrible mistake. I got an outfield single, exactly what you need, with a runner on third, and I pressed the wrong button and hold her up.
Yeah. Well, it was a sacrifice. I didn't get the single. I mean, I wish I would have got the single, because then we would have had less outs.
Yeah, but we can't. We get guys on base. We got 5 runs. We needed more than 5 against these guys, but we can't get a run with somebody on base. We just boom, we're done.
Yeah, and like you said, if you go back to that first inning when we started off so great, Gina Torrance gets a single, then Hanley Dexteris gets a single. If we can bring those runs in, it changes the entire complexity of the game.
Yeah.
Then we go up and we're playing with the lead, and they're playing catch up, and you know what I mean? And it changes the whole dimension of the game. And like you said, it's those situations where if you don't get any offense going until you got 2 outs, which is too late, and then just nobody being able to get the clutch hit is just killing us.
And it's just like you said, we dropped our difficulty to 40, and we haven't scored a run since. Last 2 games were blanked.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. But we felt better last game, because at least we were hitting. Well, this one again was like it just couldn't get.
Yeah.
We got a couple of times. There was a couple of times, and then he petered out pretty quickly, and then towards the end, like I say, Harbormouth, you start propping him up, and he's in the 8th inning and only throwing like 60 pitches. He should be up at 80 pitches at that point, you know? Yeah. And he's only at 60 pitches, so he's on a roll. Yeah.
I'm looking at the schedule here, and at least to say what we've done in these last couple games, we have brought the defense in. So other than our 1-0 win, all of our other games were at least 5 runs or more. So these last 2 games, you know, we only let them score one. We faced 2 first-place teams and held them to 1 run and 4 runs. So it seems like we've clamped down on the pitching and the defense. So now we got to get the bats going. We got to get offense.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at too. Is it's like I think we're just having to play ourselves out of it. Especially like I say, you look at guys like Johnson Swanson.
Yeah.
I don't think Johnson Swanson's supposed to be hitting 125. You know?
Yeah.
And we kind of did that to him, so we kind of have to get him back to where he's playing his normal self. But we're going to have to get over that hurdle first of
that's funny because
being really bad.
Yeah, because you're talking now. We're facing Marshmallow. We got Deshaun Levon playing this next game. Got this back-to-back games, but you say that, and it makes me look at Eliza Peck.
Right
here, we got someone lined up for 5-6. Now, what's our team? What does Johnson Swanson makes 5-3? It's almost a clean swap on the. He's an RBI dud. He's got a 43 for contact, 62 for power, but Eliza Peck is, I know we already did the Live at the Hive, but she's got a 74 for contact, so it's awful tempting to bring in a catcher who can hit the ball.
Yeah. And who's not an RBI dud.
Yeah. I mean, you got Steve
she's a B-. What is I guess Johnson Swanson's a C.
No, he's a B-.
I'm looking at it. It says C.
That's his position.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Okay, B-. Yeah, he's a B-.
he's a 2B.
I'm looking right at it. It says 1B.
Yeah. Yeah, they got Monstour. Monstour's a little better at contact. He's better at power. He's got power against right-handed pitchers. He's 23. I mean, I like Johnson Swanson, but I don't know. Are we desperate? I don't know. Well, what are you gonna do? We'll talk about that. I guess we'll play another game.
all my players are wearing Heaters jerseys for some reason. It's like I traded everybody to the Heaters. What is that about?
That's weird.
It's Mac Avery's
I wish you would have told
me.
That's really a change.
Somehow they. Well, I'm broadcasting live, so you'll be able to see it at the end.
That's funny.
Well,
right.
The Beewolves did it again, folks. They let us down. I don't know what to tell you. We're trying, and
Sorry.
it just doesn't seem. Yeah. Doesn't.
Hang in there. We'll get. At least we're in Hawaii.
Yeah. But at 1-10, I don't know how much. I don't know what else we can do. Like I say, I think we'll probably play this last game. I don't know, because we were talking about sitting Johnson Swanson anyway for this last one. If you wanted to go ahead, the next Live at the Hive, we'll pull the trigger and bring in Eliza Peck.
Possibly, we got to give Swanson another chance. But boy,
it's only 300,000 more, so we'd still wind up with 6,300,000. Oh, no, over the limit, over the cap. So
she'll drop her salary a little bit more after the next game too. So.
That's true. We'll go ahead and we can play Monstour
to
see what he does.
Right. All right.
But I'm starting to agree with you. Yeah, let's sign off on this one. Thanks for watching, folks.
We
didn't bring home a winner.
One more game against this Nemesis in a row, that we play them a third time later in the season back in Phoenix. So we could still go 2-1 on these guys for the season.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not giving up the gun. I mean, we may sound a little negative, but that's because we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get the pieces into the right places, but
we're not quitters. We're victims.
That's right.
we just got beat and left bloody in the street.
We were bait and switch. They lied to us when we came in here. So they told us they had 2 superstars. We still haven't seen any of them play by the superstars. So
yeah, I must have wrote the name down wrong. Okay, well anyway.
All right.
This is Tommy G.
And PJ. And we are saying, get out of here. See you next time.